amazing weekend, everyone. I'm currently in there. Unfortunately, my mom's live. It's been going on the internet, like, so much. And I was like, does this deserve a YouTube video? And I was like, actually, no. Like, y'all just need an explanation. I don't give about nobody else. A lot of people, right, on the internet, after my makeup and opinion video, had a lot of opinions about my opinion. Which I'm like, okay, like, you can have an opinion about my opinion, but what you can't tell me is that my opinion is wrong because my opinion is based on facts, right? So when I had an issue with Tati's video is when she was talking about me being complicit in predatory behavior. And I was like, excuse me? What? Predatory? What? Predatory? Who? You could have created that video and literally, no. She created this video and I'm like, what we're not going to do is literally say that I'm complicit in a situation that you are excluding information from. Oh no, because the Seattle situation, I can completely debunk because she said I was in that kitchen, okay? I was in that kitchen and she's excluding certain information that was said in that kitchen. So I find it really fascinating. And I'm like, oh no, just don't lie on me. You can say whatever you want to, but don't lie on me. You shouldn't. Okay, so when I watched PewDiePie's video, I was like, okay, I'm not crazy. This doesn't fucking make sense, right? Like, this doesn't make sense. And I'm like, okay, I'm not crazy. Like, someone logical, right? That I look up to because I watch his content and I'm like, I like his perspective. He can understand multiple perspectives and he can kind of remove himself from the situation and put all emotions aside to really see the situation for what it is. Because he's been in scandals himself. He understands when something's right, when something's wrong. And the situation is like, I don't understand. Please watch PewDiePie's video. I'm going to touch on some things. But the main part that I want to speak on is this whole sexual allegation. Because I feel like everyone's running with this predatory behavior type of situation. And I'm being drawn into it because she's like, Gabriel Zamora, you were there. And the fact that you're not doing anything about this, you're complicit. In what? Excuse me? There's certain information you're leaving out. So let's play it. At 24 minutes, god damn, a whole fucking 43-minute ad bashing someone. At 24 minutes, she says the following.
Enough. The last phone conversation that James Charles and I had, he said some things telling me about a situation that happened in Seattle at my birthday, and it literally made me want to vomit. Oh my God, you tried to trick a straight man into thinking he's gay yet again, and somehow you're the victim. You know, it's really disgusting to manipulate someone's sexuality, especially when they are still, emerging into adulthood and don't quite have everything figured out. You are using your fame, your power, your money to play with people's emotions. You're threatening to ruin them. You're threatening to embarrass them. And you're doing that to have them behave sexually in your favor, even if they're straight. And you know what? That's not okay. That behavior's not okay. Whether you're a woman, a man, gay, straight, bi, whatever sexual orientation you are, that is your personal call, and it is not someone else's to take. It's not someone else's to play with. It's not someone else's to mess with.
What happened,
you laugh about it and make meme after meme and retweet.
What happened?
I love straight boys, and make it a joke. Because this behavior is not normal. It's not okay. Cracking someone's sexuality is not an escape room. This is shit that will follow them for the rest of their lives. And you need someone to tell you to stop it. And that's them for the rest of their lives.
It's a long phone call
to tell you to stop it. And that's exactly what I did in your kitchen in front of Gabriel Zamora.
In the kitchen?
So I'm really shocked,
I thought it was on the phone.
You really don't care about this at all in front of Gabriel Zamora. So I'm really shocked, Gabriel, that you really don't care about this at all and what is happening. You were totally complicit with the situation, obviously, with the video that you made. All right, I'm pissed.
You're pissed? Okay, so what you're missing in this story, I was in the kitchen. But the part that she's missing out in this situation is, first off, she's trying to, the straight boy thing, that's a different one. Let's first talk about the Seattle boy, right, that she brings up. You try to trick a straight guy. She was there. That Seattle boy, she knew exactly who it was. The Seattle boy then goes into James's DMs. Like, I was there. James was telling us this exact story in person. Homeboy slid into James's DMs. Homeboy was like, I'm down to cuddle. Like, cool. He was bi-curious. Like, apparently everyone was bi-curious. He wanted to come up. He cuddled with James. Like, why aren't you stating? Like, why is she saying all that? She's talking about, you really came at Mr. Keep It 100 with 60% of the story. I was in the kitchen. James was literally telling us what went down. Basically, homeboy came up, they cuddled. He was a fan. Like, no shade. Like, nothing bad. Like, please don't out this boy. Please don't out this boy. Because later he was like, oh, I'm actually not bi-curious. I just... Like, they were still messaging after. Where is the predatory behavior? Because I can already debunk it, sweetheart. She's like, trying to trick a straight guy yet again. What other straight guy? What other straight guy? Just because he's flirting with guys James hasn't hired someone and been like, you have to sleep with me. No, these are guys. These are DMs. Like, there's so many tweets out there that are like, guys are the ones sliding into James's DMs. And for some reason, because James is flirting, he's a predator. What? What, Tati? Tati, no. The story doesn't make sense because...
The last phone conversation that James Charles and I had, he said some things telling me about a situation that happened in Seattle at my birthday, it literally made me want to vomit. Oh my God, you tried to trick a straight man into thinking he's gay yet again.
No. Her birthday, looked her up. 37 years old. He's 19. Girl. February 14th. Girl, we hung out like late March in his kitchen. So you had that conversation, but then I'm like, it was your birthday dinner. It was the waiter at one of the dinners that y'all went to. And he was being flirty. That's the guy that slid into James's DMs. The manipulation of the story to try to make it seem into something like that. I'm like, no. You just need clarification because it's not really a situation. You're making it seem... Nobody asked about Seattle. You're literally putting information out. And I'm like, what? What? And you're allowing this predatory story to go around when it was like, no, girl, you're leaving information out. And I don't like that. So what happened in the kitchen? I'll tell you what happened in the kitchen because it's really not that deep. It really is not that deep, okay? So what we were talking about, James was telling us about that situation. The guy ends up telling him he's not bi-curious. He's not really interested in men, but he still wants to be friends and blah, blah, blah. He wants to do this. He wants to do that. James is like, I don't need friends. Like, you came to cuddle. Like, I thought we were gonna, you know what I mean? Like, that's the situation. And we were telling him, it's like, you have to be careful because people can flip the switch. They can try to make it seem like you James is like, how? Like, I have text messages. I have the DMs. Like, he has everything. That's why I'm like, what? What do you mean, like, predatory? That's why I'm like, no. Don't say that shit because people really go to jail for that, okay? People really get sued for that. You really want to talk, like, you're omitting information. You're a fraud, Tati Westbrook. You know that there's text messages, there's DMs. We were all in that kitchen talking about the situation. So what? So the thing about straight boys, right, is, oh, look, keep it 100, right? So the thing about straight boys is we call them straight boys because in the straight world, the heterosexual world, bisexual men are looked at very differently. Not all the time, not all women. I'm not saying that. It's just within our world, when these straight men approach us and they slide into your DMs, they compliment you, they try to hang out with you, and you see their thing, they don't follow you, they don't follow anything like that, they follow women, they're into this, and it's like, because they're hiding that kind of like curiosity. So that's generally what within the gay community, maybe I'm speaking for our inner group, but that's what we speak about straight guys, because there's a lot of down low men. Like, there's a lot, girl. It's like a thing within the gay community. We know down low men. Like, yeah. Like, there's a couple of straight guys, and I'm like, I don't want to call you bisexual, I don't want to call you gay. If you call yourself straight, cool, call yourself straight, but okay. Okay, you guys, so thank God I watched it. I watched that The Kid from Seattle video. It was horrible. Oh my God, I needed a break, girl. The fact where he messed up on is there's too many editing. There's just too much. Why don't you just talk, right? Also, I like how he included a recorded FaceTime of him and James. Basically just, were you talking to another guy when we were talking, but supposedly he's not bi-curious or he is straight. So then why are you calling James Charles before Tati Westbrook's video goes up? Oh, but you said that, oh, I'm doing this because I was in Tati's video, the pre-planment. Whoever's doing this behind the scenes, whoever's creating this little game, touche. Because his video instantly went up with only 787 views. Fascinating. It was fraudulent. Oh my God.